All right, people, got another one here for you. We're going to call this one a remix. It's a return customer that we built one for, had a sealed enclosure, wanted it stealth and hidden. He had his grandson pull up on him several months later. He had a ported enclosure. He said he liked that sound. He wanted to try that, and he wasn't worried about having it hid. So we cut up some half-inch MDF, pre-cut everything, and using our clamps, 100% glue coverage, and we're going to screw everything into place. As always, round over the inside edges of the port to help with the smooth out the airflow as the wind is moving. Here I'm lining out everything, getting ready to actually install the port side now. Getting it marked off. Trying to get creative and holding it in place because, like I said, it's a one-man show doing this. On the 45s, I use some glue and just some brad nails. Get those into place. No point in screwing those in. Like I said, it's a small enclosure, not a lot of power. Got the holes cut out. I got the hole cut out for it. Had to offset it because of the port, so it's not going to be 100% symmetrical like I normally do them because I want to get that port clearance. Hit it with a few layers of flat black paint, and you show you as it dries, it's that shiny, but then it dries smooth and clear like that top piece. That's why I like using those. It kind of just fades into the background. Now, it is a fingerprint magnet, so you got to be careful of that. Just a quick shot of the port. Only painting the areas that's going to be seen. That's what you see right there. And then you see where I shot the 45s into place with the air nailer. Cut some 1.25 inch wooden dowel bracing. Only painted the two because that's all you're going to be seeing. Just put it inside the port, black it out, and kind of let it fade into the background. But always use glue every chance you get because that's what's really going to help bond it and hold it in place in case those screws want to try to back out over time. Just some added security. Got them in place, lined out, looking good. A little bit of overspray, but I'm not worried about it. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and seal it up. Get everything pre-painted. Clamped into place, looking good. Kind of walking around. That's why I like to outline my areas so I don't miss with my screws. That's what you see them drawings, outlines for. Now I'm going to add some of that 1/4 inch hardboard. So when I get to wrapping it, it'll make it a lot easier. Again, if you follow the channel, you know the procedure. I pretty much keep it the same. Just highlighting the nails there as I shot it into place to cut it out. That way I could pry it loose and put those rabbit edges on the backside later. Some of the edges was real thin on that thin wall when you got to cut both sides. So I used that box knife to trim out what I can to get it right. Add a little bit of glue and I think we screwed this one into place. Added some screw. No, we did brad nails on it. Brad nails on this one. Added some internal bracing. Again, 1.25 inch wooden dowel. Always pre-drill your holes, that way your wood does not split out. Screwed into place, add a little glue around the tops and bottom. Cut out the speaker terminal, the jigsaw. Now I can get it prepped up and ready to start gluing it, or start wrapping it, sorry about that. Spraying both surfaces with that dual contact aerosol adhesive. And just walking all the way around it. Making sure you're on a clean table, because it grabs lint like nobody's business. Here I am covering up the areas I've already wrapped just to prevent overspray. And just repeat the process on both ends. Here I'm working on the port. Got your relief cuts and got it tucked all the way around. Sealing off the bottom just to prevent, if the glue lifts later, the nails will hold it in place. That's why I like to staple mine. Now update the speaker terminal with some good thick sound cube wire. And these terminals come with gaskets. I like those as well. So if you don't have fabric and you're going against wood, you're covered. That's the original box. If y'all remember the channel, remember that box we built. Love the sound. But like I said, once his grandson pulled up on him, he had a porta box that we did. It changed the game for him. And now it's gonna be a downfire box. So now I'm measuring for the feet that I'll be putting all around the edges. So at least it'll still be stealth to the naked eye, somebody looking off in there, so they won't break the window and try to mess with him. Pre-drilling my holes, countersinking them so the screw heads sit flush. Add a little glue and put those in place as well. And it's sitting on carpet in the car, but I always like to add a little of those rubber non-skid foam pieces on there. And they're peel and stick adhesive on the backside, and I'm countersinking the nails after I put them in place. So you got them synced in just a little bit further. And when you look at it, you'll see the one is offset because of the port, the one on the upper right side. That's why it's recessed back. It's not even. Checking my own load. At the terminal. Quick test on it. I should be able to turn this on before I let you hear this a little bit. It's not much, but I just wanted to show you, see it moving. If you haven't ran kicker before, give them a try. I have no issues with them whatsoever. Any of the series that I've run, they've always performed and sealed or ported. And just give you an overall look at what it looks like coming in. Like I said, trying to keep it stealth, trying to keep it clean. It's a lot bigger. It's going to sit in his cargo area. But at least if he needs travel, has company, he can unplug it, snatch it out, tuck the wires out, and get on about his business. But just a nice, clean, simple look. And that's how I sit in there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.